Channel, Marie Moeller. Dear ones, it is Mother Earth, God, or Source or Creator, Mother Mary, El Morya, and the Arcturian High Council here, streaming through the light of divine truth, divine sovereignty and divine faith today, as humanity and the entire planet rounds the corner into October 2023 and the last quarter of 2023. Truth is light, truth is life, and truth is the essence of creation in all 5D and higher realms of consciousness. Jesus Christ once said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." And we wish to say that you each and all are made of the frequencies of Christ consciousness. Regardless of religion, the building blocks of who you are emanate from golden white lit Christ frequencies. And therefore, within you, is the way, the truth, and the life that knows the way and the truth and the life force entering your world in immeasurable ways now as the earth continues to embody her risen 5D and frequencies and accesses the prana, the oneness, and the grace of all time in the foreverness of creation. The Christ light in you is the way. And the truth is a core essence of the life you now live. God or Source or Creator is making it so. The new age of Aquarius is making it so. The shift of the ages is making it so. And October 2023 and the next few months are expansively making it so. October 2023 Energy Update FrequencyWriter.com. So let us breathe a divine conscious breath in. Let us invite the way, the truth, and the life of God Source Creator to fill your very breath as prana, as inspiration, as healing, and as the life force you need in times when this world will be rocked to the core, to shake up and shake out the illusions, and to quake up and quake out the risen truth. Breathe with us today and know you are safe, you are loved, and you are home in the heart of God, in your own heart, and in your own breath that flows and beats within the core of your being, giving you indeed life. Feel the breath of Source within you as you breathe with Source, and as you shine your light into the consciousness of this rising new 5D earth. Things will rumble. Things may crumble. And yet your conscious breathing renews you, out of the ashes of the old 3D paradigm and into the new, rising, higher frequencied new earth. Allow yourself to center in the breath anytime you feel anything less than your optimal light. Your optimal Christ soul essence. And your optimal timeline. Because in your conscious breathing, and in your sacred heart center that receives this divine breathing from and with Source, you have all that you need. In what we are sharing today, we spoke of the way, the truth, and the life. Just like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz faces and ultimately befriends the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Lion, you are called in your journey through the ounce of your lifetime to face and embrace the way, the truth, and the life. So let us begin by talking about the way. The way is your pathway of alignment with Divine Source or Creator. The ultimate Source Creator of creation. The way is a path. Yes. But it is more of a vibrational journey than a physical journey from one point in space and time to another point in space and time. The way is your ability to breathe and partner with Source. The way is your calling to join with Source and create heaven here on earth. The way is your ability to feel inside your body, your soul, and your awareness the light of the living God as a pathway and portal of experiences in your physical being that glorify the truest light of Source. It is a pathway of divine service. Yet not in the way of volunteering for charities, tithing, and laboring for a cause etc. This gift of divine service is the way of living truth, which is God's pure life force, and the way of breathing prana into your life experiences such that every experience and every moment is God-breathed. The way is an embodiment of God's grace and light in you. It is the pathway of divine service where everything you ultimately do and embody to be is an expression of divine source in action and in joyful manifestation. The way is a frequency. It is a vibration. It is a song that leads and lifts you into higher states of being, so that you can sound into being the creations that you as a divine spirit soul are called to build and create in this brand new portal of ascension times. September-October 2023 Energy Update. The call to readiness for change. The truth, which is aspect number 2 of Christ knowingness, is the very foundation of your Christ knowingness. The truth again is a vibration. It is a frequency. It is an energy known only through awakened heart consciousness. In the lower 3D realms, truth in the serpent illusions is relative. Just like time. Many divine absolutes in the lower dimensional realms can appear to be a mere perception. Truth has been taught to be a perception, relative to other people's perceptions. Time is also an element of the 3D earth that can be manipulated and distorted to become a truth and a perception. But true truth, divine truth, is a knowing. It is a timeless knowingness that can access anything that truly occurred in all realms of time. Truth is a consciousness of God. Truth is the memories and knowings of God. To know true truth, is to let go of the illusions, the fakery, the quackery, and the distortions of the 3D matrix, that many accept as true. True truth is to surrender your ego consciousness to your divine consciousness. It is to surrender your ego and serpentine filtered and conditioned consciousness to the timeless and true higher consciousness that has been within you all this time. Do you need to study true truth to know it? No. Do you need to research true truth to prove it? Not really. Do you need to incorporate the opinions of others to embody it? Not at all. True truth is a frequency and a divine channel of God's grace, memories, and knowledge of all realms in creation that live in you. All you have to do is to feel it. In order to see through that lens of light in the core of your being. And when you do feel it, and when you do begin to see through it, you begin to see the energies of the God timeline again. You begin to access the realms of infinite creation, where everything is possible, when you release more of the untruth of the serpent's matrix of illusion, that has led you to believe that in your left-brained, linear mind, there lies all of the answers. Perhaps let's shorten that sentence to be clearer. The serpent has led you to believe through your manipulated left-brained, linear mind that the answers which are lies are actually truth. But your awakened heart center knows immediately without any training, without any mentoring, the distinct vibrations between truth and lies. Lies have lived in the left brain's incarcerated cell and enslavement program this whole time, masquerading as knowledge in a 3D plane of existence. Truth has lived in the right brain's divine feminine frequencies and thus the sacred heart center infused with the right brain's divine feminine frequencies all this time. You are, and have always been, the templates, codes, bearers, and channels of God's divine truth all this time. But you have to awaken from the spell of the serpentine illusion in order to see it. To know it. To be it. And this is part of what the ascension times are all about. Awakening from the dream of truth, which is another word spell from the serpent that actually translates into lies and illusions. Lowercase t for truth means illusions in the spell book of the serpent. There is no clearer way to state that. Thus there is truth, lowercase t truth meaning serpent illusion, and there is truth, capital T truth meaning the light of God in all of creation, that is timeless, infinite, and eternal. If the left brain hears a message like this, all of this will sound like baboonery, buffoonery, or poppycock, having no validity whatsoever. But if the right brain hears this, and an awakened or awakening heart center that is presently activating channels divine prana and timeless awareness into this, all of a sudden that person begins to see a whole new realm of potentiality and possibility. They begin to peer into the truth of the God timeline, even if their feet still walk in the 3D soil of the serpent's den. When you breathe and perceive this way, you can be in this world and not of it, because truth is setting you free. That freedom is this initiation and great return to the God timeline and the light of your eternal and Christ nature. That is the divine truth of these times offered to you right here and now. October 2023 Energy Update FrequencyWriter.com. And what is the third aspect of the Christ knowingness that we mentioned? The life. It's God's life and life force. This is the prana. The divine nourishment and nutrition that empowers all life in the physical realms. Life is light. And light is life. Life is the living light channeled into physical manifestations all over your planet. Life is the living light of the Christ Sophia codes. It is the energy that synergies and manifests new life, as in the conception of a new child of the Creator. And a new child of God's vast creation. Life is life force. It is prana. It is libido. It is creative energy. It is quantum creationary energy. And it partners with your core chakras to spin your wheels of quantum creationary energies through the portal of your sacred heart center and into the awareness of the divine feminine frequencies in the right brain, to inform the left brain, that sometimes is still a bit rusty from control measures and manipulations in the 3D illusion, to implement solely and soulfully only the instructions of the life force and instincts and instructions from source. When the way, the truth, and the life are activated and working synergistically together, you are a divine soul awakened and activated in divine service, to serve creation by being the frequencies that you uniquely are. Are you catching a glimpse of the differences between a serpent-led illusion of truth, lowercase t, and a God-aligned and led realm of eternal and sacred truth, with a capital T? Do you see in the 3D illusions how humanity toils away for its food, its shelter, its resources, and its needs? Often resulting in lack on some level? Whether people live in a mansion, and always find themselves wanting more, more, more. Or whether people live on the streets, homeless, and isolated from their families, their human family, and the world at large. And contrastingly how God gives all of creation an abundance of all good things, where there is no such thing as lack or scarcity, because the Earth Mother provides for all of the divine children, human or animal or plant, in great abundance. In the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve did not toil. They trusted. They faithed. They listened. They expressed divine prana and divine union as the divine way, divine truth, and divine life. And they received all that they needed. The biblical serpent planted the original sin in the seeds of scarcity. And what resulted from that tempting scarcity? That relentlessly worked on the consciousness of Adam and Eve to relent to taking a bite of the trees of knowledge and that of good and evil? Those serpent seductions into the serpent's own feelings of scarcity led to Adam and Eve feeling lack of something they deemed deprived of. From the Creator, who had always provided everything. What a scam! That was the ultimate serpent scam indeed. Because everything in the garden was full of plenty until the serpent's scams and seductions, that led to scarcity for Adam and Eve. And scarcity for this world, today, as you know it. The haves and the have-nots. And even those that have fears of having not. So all live at some level under the spells of scarcity consciousness. And scarcity consciousness can be translated into scarcity consciousness. Or a very wounded world. Who manipulated the word to be God? The biblical serpent. Who manipulated the word to usurp this world? The biblical serpent. How many on this world are ready for the true truth, with capital TS, to return and reset this planet? As yet, it would seem not many. And yet how many on this world, if shown and if witnessed the true truth of the serpentine deceptions would leap to align with God consciousness when the spells of illusions are lifted from their lenses of perceptions? And the scarcity consciousness that the majority of the planet have been carrying around and inflicting on others in the process of surviving in life in general is revealed to be a big lie instead of the ultimate truth in this world? Do you think the left brain, linear mind might become more willing to hear the truth of the divine feminine? And the truth of the all-knowing heart center? And the truth of divine creation? In ways that haven't been shared and known in a very long time? But that offers a huge quantum breath of divine fresh air directly from the true God timeline? We think at that point that a good many of you will be ready for the truth, with a capital T. Even if difficult to hear at first. When people awaken to the truth of their sovereignty, the truth of their life force, and the truth of the optimal God timeline and the return to the garden, through seeds of revelations and exposures, your natural inner state is that of Christ consciousness, which knows deep within the way, the truth, and the life. The Christ light is within you, dear ones. The Christ consciousness is a living life force inside you. It is the map and the compass and the lanterns for your lives, to guide you through these times. Lean into it. Leap into it if you so choose. Trust its inner guidance from deep within. Breathe into it. Partner through divine conscious breathing with it. Breathe beyond scarcity or scarcity. And empower the living light of this new and empowering risen abundant new earth. This is what is calling to all of Adam and Eve's descendants on the earth today to rise and see beyond the games and tricks of the matrix. And to rise and see into the new God structures taking form and taking place as evidence of divine activation, reorientation, and higher dimensional Garden of Eden new Temptation becomes the way and the life here on earth again. October 2023 Energy Update FrequencyWriter.com October, November, and December 2023 are shining God's spotlight on the way, the truth, and the life. Allow yourself to tap into the soul knowings that you deeply and timelessly and divinely carry within. You are the Christ consciousness that you seek. Suspend alignment with the 3D quakings, shakings, lies, and illusions to allow a breath that can usher in the light of divine truth. That is a bigger frequency of truth than you have seen or known in a long time. Yet know that allowing in the light of divine truth allows and pours in the light of divine prana and life force at the same time. The courage to know God's truth again is a living life force that supports your ability to embody the truth of God's light again in your life. Epic truth is in the spotlight. The lies that undermine it are too. Take a breath for October 2023's unfoldments. Take a breath for the divine abundance and goodness on the other side of more revelations to come. The Christ light of God's creation is reclaiming this earth from the dark forces on this planet. And thus the Christ light of God's creation is inviting you to reclaim your own divine life force from the dark forces of this planet. When working harmoniously together, the dark forces of this planet can do nothing but surrender and leave this world forever. Witness the darkness. Consciously breathe. And empower the light. Repeat. This is a good protocol for transmuting and transfiguring these darker energies into the living light. Welcome to October 2023, dear ones. Welcome to the final show of the last quarter of 2023. Breathe in the light of your true Christ consciousness. And breathe in the power you hold within to empower the gifts of Source that you carry within for these times. You are loved, dear ones. You are love. All are love.